Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things, and being an empath, you're always feeling some kind of way. So today was an interesting day. I love it. I finally got stuff I could start talking about. I'm really excited about this because I'm often blabbing my lips, running my mouth about living local and doing things here local and in the community, because if everybody makes where they are just a little pocket of heaven, then before we all know it, we're gonna have little pockets of heaven all on earth, all over the place. So I got a little taste of that today. The astrology has been accurate as always, and finding like-minded people. Met a gal today, got to go to a rally out front of the town hall here in Taos, New Mexico, northern New Mexico, and I posted pictures on on my Snapnax page on Instagram. If anybody wants to check out some photos, it was pretty cool. And I'm a fatist. I just let the universe kind of guide me with the signs and my heart. And I went to a restaurant. Mom slept in because it was cloudy when we got up, so it was overcast, so she took full advantage. And last night was kind of a rough deal with trying to get her to sleep with her shoes off, and because of her toe. The toe saga continues. So she it was kind of a rough landing this morning, spear back into the soul sack. So she was relaxing, and I got the dogs out and went out to the coffee, or on the way to the coffee shop, got the oil changed in the van, stopped at the coffee shop, and then I was like, well, Ma hasn't eaten yet, so I got to get going. And then went to a restaurant to get her a really nice salad with some protein, some beef, like local grass-fed, locally bought, quality food at Marge's here in town. And on my way in, somebody stopped me because of what I have written on my minivan. I have stuff written all over the windows. And she said, they're having a rally right over here from 12 to 1 at the city hall, at the town hall. And it was like right adjacent to on the corner of where the police department is. And I was like, all right, and so I got home in time to check on Ma, get her lunch squared away, and get back. And to spend 30 minutes talking with like-minded people at a freedom rally, And there's this one lady who showed up, and she freaking, she was so mad. She was so mad at us. So mad. She freaking stopped in the road when I was passing by to look for a place to park. She had stopped, and was just yelling at everybody. I'm like, dude, you're literally retarded. You were impeding the progress of others. And then she left. She was throwing garbage at people and stuff like this. This is the people that are for mandates. That's how she was behaving. And got to meet a couple nice gals, folks, gentlemen too. I posted some of the pictures on Instagram, on Snapnax, and met this one gal, April. I didn't get any pictures of her, but she triple fire, man. She had, and she was from California, and she wonders why paradise where her son was born burned down. She's triple fire, man. It's like wherever you're gonna cause ashes, wherever you go. That is crazy. She's like Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And I was like, oh my god. She's like, it's caused problems. I was like, yeah, I'm Aries, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Capricorn, or I'm like, which am I in, Western or Vedic? Aries, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Cancer rising. I'm like, it causes problems. And at one point, and then the lady was the lady was throwing garbage initially, going one day, well, she'd finished her chore or whatever, so on her way back, she wanted to freaking impede the progress of others too, so she was stopped in the road. This time, the nice officer that was standing out watching, little tiny guy, little guy, oh my god, I love watching those little guys go with this suit, just like all to the nines and stuff like that, you know. But he drops them off and has other people take care of them. But he wears it well, you know. 35 years on the force or whatever, you know. He goes over and he actually freaking got in her freaking window and freaking like gave her the business. It was like, don't be an idiot. Fucking keep going, dude. You know, that was cool. That was good to see. I was like talking trash because you're such a little tiny guy, and then some lady had to go, respect the police, and I was like, oh my god, don't get me started. But that was cool. That was cool. That's cool. See, the more I see people doing the right that I agree, you know, that are in line with my beliefs, I'm like, all right, there's some hope for this world. I always know there's hope for this world. God is freaking. God is the ultimate Rube Goldberg machine maker. He just orchestrates. It's really quite beautiful. And then, so what else happened? A sheriff drove by and gave us the hang loose. Had a nice conversation. God, I wish I could remember all their. I think it was Elizabeth. I think it was the woman that invited me. I could be wrong, because sometimes, you know, a lot of these people just look the same to me. And I've been around a lot, and I've met a lot of people that just look exactly like one person like another. They're just all different aspects of one another. And she's like, well, you know, the governor of freaking New Mexico, she's a freaking Satanist. And I'm just like, you know, people are catching, it's just like, the gig is up, man. The gig is up. And now more of the same. I've been saying since 2019 that 2020 was the year of clear vision, that people are really going to start opening their eyes to see the true reality. And we've been imposed a storyline for hundreds of years of controllee and controller, and now people are figuring out, wait, the people that are trying to control us are freaking all inbred freaking X chromosome dumbass. So ever since I was a little kid, man, the truths are coming out. And just sharing my experience with these people, I'm like, you want to know what I think about vaccines? They gave me 6 when I was in the Air Force. 6 in 3 months, because you get 2 at a time. So what they don't realize is freaking it fries your endocrine system. So now that they're imposing like annual, now it's just the next flu, you know, get one with your flu shot, get your flu shot and get your deer, get them both every, you know, and then 5 months, 6 months, whatever. It entails to buy their Teslas and their flights in the lower atmosphere. And and they're stupid kids to get paid through to go to college because they're too dumb to write really any of the papers or do any of the work themselves, just like them. So, oh my goodness, the sun just started hitting. That is rad. What was I talking about? My train of thought derailed. And then Boys Don't Cry started rambling on in my ear. That didn't help. So, anyway. I don't know. So far, I've been here almost, I can't believe it's almost been a year. Well, it's August, September, October. So 4 months. So 8 months, 3/4 of a year, we've been here. And I remember... And I still I like it more now than I did then. Like, I like it here. Like, I haven't been someplace that I liked. That felt like energetically felt comfortable to me. It's been a long time that I've been at a place. And I remember a gal, she moved to Asheville, North Carolina, and what's the latitude, longitude there? Latitude, longitude of Asheville, North Carolina. Lat and long. See, 35.5. That's like within point. That's in 0.1 of where I was born. So it feels the same. And this place is on, I believe, let's see, 35.59. Let's see what Taos, New Mexico is. So Asheville, North. Because a friend of mine moved there years ago and said this place feels good. Like, she's like, this place, like, she said it healed her. And I couldn't have, I didn't have a perception of understanding of that until I started venturing out around here. So what's here? Yep, 36.4. It fits within my point 2 theory about people being in alignment frequentially, and I think about how many people are at disease just because they live just because they live in the wrong place, geography wise. So there's a lot to that. I hope that went by the camera. That would have been cool if that went by the camera. So anyway, it's been a pretty good day. You know, it's all God leads me and directs me, and then I get to go hang out with some like-minded people for a little while, you know, and have some. That's what this is about, you know. And I hope they do this again real quick. I don't even know how they all got to be, you know. There's nothing. It was just a group of like-minded people hanging out, making signs, going, and it was so wonderful, because on my way to the oil changing place today, I thought to myself, I need to get stuff to make signs, because it's time for me to go stand on the street corner. And see, people need to know what their astrology is about. It would really behoove people, because people are short. Zach's freaking shorting out, dude. I did think it was kind of dickish that he was like, oh yeah, well, she's a woman. Women are, you know, known for quitting and stuff. And I'm just like, that was probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say, Zach. But at the same time, I understand where you're coming from. But she freaking even, like, because people are pissed and fed up, so they're quitting. But they'll be back. It's secular. Everything's secular. I'm just a weird kid that is, like, adamant, and this is part of my, you know, contribution. This is like my therapy. This is, you know, my connection to people out in the world. This is my video diary for my nieces, so when they get old, at an age appropriate, that they can see stories of who their Marge was, you know, and what she represents, and that I never sat on my hands, you know, that I never sat on my hands, that given the opportunity, I will always speak for truth. And I always call out when something's bullshit. And I will also like to give credit where credit is due, you know. And I probably the next few years, until, because all hell's gonna break loose, I probably won't be going traveling much. But I do invite people to come to northern New Mexico and spend some time with me. There's all kinds of freaking fancy dancy ritzy ditzy places, and there's all kinds of Airbnbs, and you know you can come crash on the I don't know about that, but anyway. And then I'd be glad to show you around, and I've met some of the coolest people here, you know. There's a Taos staple, Reg. He hangs out at the spot. If ever you need Reg, he'll be at the spot, and or sometimes he'll come here, but and then, or Wednesdays and Thursdays. You know, but these guys have been around for years, and I saw it. It was the coolest thing. I was sitting there one day having a cup of coffee at the coffee spot, and this guy walks up and he's like, yeah, I haven't been here in 15 years. It was longer than 15 years. But he's like, I haven't been. And he looks at Reg, and Reg looks at him, and you just see this freaking human connection. And Reg got up and then walked, and these men embraced. And you know, and there was like, you know, it was that. I'm like, that's why I think we're gonna be okay, because people are gonna be stripped away of all this shit that don't matter, and that's the stuff that does, man. As Creator verifies, yeah, Creator always verifies. So it was kind of cool. I watched the 3rd episode of. I've been trying to watch it like the last 2 nights, and my internet is shit. So I haven't been able to watch Hulu in like a week. So this morning I got up, took Artie out. His stool is black and blood free as of this morning. Got to call the vet and report that also. And so I got to watch 3rd episode of Reservation Dogs. And the uncle is the Heyoka in Longmire. I was like, I'm on the right track. Thanks, y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna go home and watch some Sheldon with Mom. All in all, today was a good day. It's about all I got for now. Hope you have a right evening. Peace.